Hey, my name is Carlos Rising, and this is episode 5 of Digital Drip. My musical journey first started when I was 11 years old and I watched the movie School of Rock. And like anybody my age, I was really influenced just by like Jack Black and the students and all that. And being that age that the students were in the movie, I really had a crush on the bass player. This girl, I don't even know her name, but I was like, that's what I want to do. And so I learned how to play the bass. In my youth, I was kind of discovering what it meant to be musical and what music meant to me. And that led to me picking up a guitar, to writing songs in my bedroom from 13, 14 years old to now, I'm almost 30 and I'm doing this full time, and it seems like a little bit of a dream that I'm living. I still have a long ways to go and my journey's far from over, but I feel like I'm stepping into where I'm supposed to be. When I first started writing and recording songs, it's a very humbling experience, especially considering that I'm doing this by myself. I don't have the backing of a major label, have no management, fully independent, and so to be able to share the songs that I've written inside my bedroom with the world is quite a daunting thing to think about, especially like if it's really intimate or if it's really a personal song that it's something about my past or something I struggle with. And to be able to do that without the backing of a major label is kind of scary. And it's a bit intimidating considering that there are so many people who are writing really killer music out there. And it seems like a needle in a haystack to get someone to listen to my music. But at the end of the day, I know that I feel like I'm in the right spot, knowing that my music is making a difference in my life and for those who listen to it in their lives. And I've gotten some really great feedback on the stuff that I've written, and really encouraged to just keep going with the songs that I thought were just for me, ended up being for a lot of other people. So it's intimidating, but it's also very encouraging at the same time. I wrote Blame in a hotel room in Los Angeles, California while I was doing The Voice. And I was just kind of flipping back through the pages of my life, and I knew that I didn't want to just have love songs on this record, and I wanted to use my true my experiences of what it felt like to be, used and, to feel like the relationship's not going where you need it to go. And through that self-reflection, I realized that in a lot of my past relationships, the problem wasn't just the other person, but it was also on me. And that, when a relationship ends, sometimes the blame could be on both people. And I think that from those moments that we realize that we can learn and grow for the next relationship, that we realize, okay, as much as that person needed to work on something, there's something I can work on.
I used to think I had a lot, but you were all I got. Used to have an attitude, but that was all you. I thought you had it all, but I was dead wrong. So tell me, how am I supposed to move on? Used to think you were the one, but now we're done. Used to have an aptitude, but my point of view was broken from the start. Used to have a heart, now I got only broken fragments of us. I blame you, I blame me, for every time we didn't speak our mind. We didn't know how to hold on to love. It's only fair we lay the blame on us. Never felt like this before, but I'm just as sure as the time when I first saw you. I knew the truth. I had to have you then, maybe still now. But we can't move on even if we knew how. I blame you. I blame me for every time we didn't speak our mind. We didn't know how to hold on to love. It's only fair we lay the blame on her. We were on fire. Only one desire. It wasn't meant to last. Oh, it's in the past. I blame you. I blame me for every time we didn't speak our mind. We didn't know how to hold on to love. It's only fair we lay the blame on us.
My biggest musical inspiration is really tied to my parents in a lot of ways. I grew up as a pastor's kid, and so there was a huge gospel influence in my life from an early age, but there was also a huge Motown and early 70s singer-songwriter influence in my household. Even though my parents, were Christian, we listened to a lot of stuff. We listened to a lot of Stevie Wonder, a lot of James Taylor, The Police, Sting, Phil Collins, Billy Joel, The Beatles, obviously, and just all of those different artists just throughout the decades, not just them, but as I was growing up and new music was being introduced to me, I kind of pulled just certain nuggets here and there, and I really feel like it became the makeup of who I am today. Currently, there's a couple of artists that I really draw inspiration from, such as John Mayer. He's a big influence on me, especially as a guitar player. People like Bruno Major, who's great. Leon Bridges, who definitely has that singer-songwriter soul vibe to him. Tom Misch. Mac Miller is a huge influence on my music. Just his whole vibe in general. Just his music really speaks to me. When planning a tour, I realize it's a lot harder than it seems. For one, you have to call a lot of people, and you have to ask for a lot of favors, and a lot of times you're, so to speak, left on red, just because you're kind of taking a shot in the dark. And I realized that the people who did respond really saw something in me, and it's really been a thing about building relationships. Just knowing that I could go to a city I'd never went to before and people actually showed up, people actually bought tickets, and that meant the absolute world to me. And so as we're finishing up this tour, and we have 2 dates left, I know that regardless of the outcome of how many people show up, that people showed up. And to me, that is going to get me even more excited for the next tour that we do. Thinking back on my time on The Voice on season 23, I had such a great experience. I made long-lasting friendships and connections with people who love to do the same thing that I'm doing right now. And we've kind of formed a group that really supports each other throughout all our different journeys in music. Some of us, our journeys take us one way and other people go another, but ultimately we all have the same goal, and just to have that support system really means a lot. I realize that I am so lucky to be able to be picked to be on the show, because I think every year there's like 80,000 people who audition and only 40 people make it onto the show. And to realize you're a fraction of a percentage of people who get to have this experience really meant the world to me, and I knew that I wasn't going to take it for granted. But I also know that it's not the best thing I'm going to do in my life. For Blue For You, I wanted to paint the picture of a story that my mom once told me, is that on her birthday, back in the 70s in Brooklyn, New York, her brother went down to the record store for her birthday and got her a 45 record of a song called Sarah's Smile by Hall & Oates, because my mom's name is Sarah. And he gave it to her, and it was such a great gift. And I thought about, people don't really do that anymore because, of the state that music is in. Everything's, streamed, and it's a little bit less personal just to send somebody a link of a song and saying, I'm thinking of you. And I wanted to paint a picture of a song that felt like it was coming off of a vinyl record. And the story behind it would be that you are giving this song to someone who doesn't feel the same way about you. Just saying, no matter what happens, whether you move on in life, I'll always be here being sad about you. And that's my confession of love to you. And I think it's pretty powerful when you listen to it through that lens. And plus, it's a very R&B, Motown-inspired song, so you get that vintage feel of the 6/8 drum pattern and the EQ on the guitars and the vocals and just the overall feel of the record, which I produced with my cousin Christian Black, who is in town, a producer in town, and I feel like we really hit the nail on the head.
With you, but do you want that too? I'm just being honest. If you don't want this, I promise to be hopelessly. Draw you need, paint all of your skies clear. Oh no, 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 I'm just being honest. If you don't want this, I promise to be desperate.
I believe full-heartedly that this is what I'm supposed to do for the rest of my life, that I'm supposed to write and record music for people to listen to. And whether that's 20 people or 2,000 people, whatever the number is, I feel like that this is what I'm supposed to be doing.